Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. Lately, you might have been hearing a lot about AI and how it's impacting various aspects of life, including education. In today's video, we are not going to discuss what ChatGPT or Bard is, as you can find plenty of videos on that topic. Instead, we'll focus on how we can harness the power of AI to benefit the education sector. First off, to get started, you can create a free login to ChatGPT and Bart chatbot by visiting the links in the description below. If you prefer listening, you can also install some Chrome plugins like VoiceWave to enhance your experience. It will just sit in Chrome, and it will give you the voice and preferred voice in your accent. It can give you that. Now, the most important thing with AI is the prompts. Let's take an example. When interacting with AI, it's crucial to know what to ask. For example, let's say you are learning about Pythagoras theorem. The prompt you can use might be explain Pythagoras theorem. And then it will give you a very descriptive answer, and you can shorten it by just saying TLDR this. Or you can ask AI to explain it with a figure. I'll try these prompts with both ChatGPT and Bard to compare their outputs. One thing I particularly like about ChatGPT is its generative response. It gives you an impression that it is creating an explanation from the scratch. On the other hand, Bard provides an image along with the response and offers suggestions for further studies also. Let's quickly get into the ChatGPT and Bard to see how it will work out. So first thing, let's use the prompts, which is explain Pythagoras theorem. And let's come back to Pythagoras. First, the ChatGPT will do explain Pythagoras theorem. It will start generating a response for you. Now, in this case, you will see, okay, it is generating the full big response for you to understand. It's a big response. You can go through it and you can hear it out if you have your voice plugin enabled on this one. Second is what you can do is, since let's say if it is big for you, I'll say just TLDR this, which is just to shorten it if you're too lazy to read this. And then it will give you a very short explanation of Pythagoras theorem. Let's try the similar thing on Bard also. So here, Bard, it is formulating the response in the background, and then it will give you a quick snapshot of the response. Again, it's a preference. Personally, I like the way ChatGPT does it, but some people might like the way Bard is giving you the response. Now let's try TLDR this on Bard also. And one thing to note is, again, AI, since it is very advanced technology, it keeps the context for you. So it is doing the Pythagoras TLDR for Pythagoras, and it is giving you some, as I mentioned earlier, that it is giving you the sources also from where it is pulled this particular response, and it has given some related topics also. So ChatGPT doesn't do that yet. So this is one quick example how you can work along with the AI to benefit yourself. Just be curious about the prompts. Now let's quickly jump into the second part to it is generating the figures. So I personally like the way ChatGPT generated this image. So I wanted to understand the Pythagoras theorem, but I wanted to understand with the figure. So what I did is I said explain with the figure, and the way both responded is pretty different. Let's come to ChatGPT first and let's see what it is. So I'll say explain with figure. So again, the context is still the Pythagoras theorem. So explaining with figure, ChatGPT is creating an image for me and explaining it using that particular image. And same thing if I try to do it on Bard, what it will do is it will try to pull a ready-made image from a particular website, and it will just throw that image at me. Again, it's a preference. It's the same information, similar information, but it's how you want to view the responses. I think that will dictate which interface you like more. So let's talk about other uses of AI. So first is of course the prompts. This is the most important thing when you're interacting with AI. You need to know what you want to ask. Second is specific to the sample papers. We can specifically ask, okay, generate a particular question paper for a particular grade for a particular board. and it will generate a sample paper for you. Again, personally, I'll not rely too much on this because it will give me a response, but it will not give me a full sample paper with the same pattern. It largely depends on with what data the AI model has been educated with. So I'll not rely too much on this one, but again, I will run this particular prompt also in both ChatGPT and Bart. Let's see what it gives. Okay. So it's directing us to the CBSE resources. It's not able to generate the math question paper for us. Let's see what BART does. So, so this response also, it keeps on changing. I have seen some instances where it did generate some question paper for us. So let me go back to see if I'll say, what, still give me something. Okay, so now what it has done is it has given me certain sections. It is giving me some sample paper. So as I mentioned earlier, let's not rely too much for the sample papers on the AI. Rely on the books, your teachers. Ask them to generate give you sample papers and all that. But again, it can give you a clear, it's very high level view of the sample papers. Again, Bard has also done the similar thing. It has generated some paper, but I don't think Bart gave us the direction that, hey, you know what, look for certain resources from CBSE or from that particular board. So let's go to the next part, which I definitely like, the problem solving part. If you have a specific problem, you can pick that question and ask AI to generate a response for you. It can definitely solve the whole problem for you also. But again, I'll say this is, if you're stuck somewhere, ask AI or ask your teachers. But I'll say not rely on problem solving and practice questions to cheat on this thing, because it's a technology. It is useful in certain aspect, but it is not. It will not help you in the long run also. So let's see if we want to solve a particular problem. How can we do that? Again, it's a whole thing is about the prompt. I'll say solve for this. It will generate the full response for me. Again, similar stuff will come out of Bard also. So we don't have to, it's just a matter of preference. Choose one or the other, or maybe there will be some others also which are out there. So again, pretty straightforward. It will give you an explanation. In this also, I specifically liked what ChatGPT has given, the way it has solved it. But again, it's a different way of solving questions. So the next thing is, you can, let's say you have a particular question and you want to practice more. This is where it can be very helpful. So similar, same question. I'll take this particular question and ask uh, ChatGPT to give me more. I'll say generate questions similar to this. So in this case, what it will do is it will change the values, it will change the little bit format, and you can interactively ask for something more difficulty level and all that stuff. So it will give you certain things. It has changed the variables, it has changed the numbers, and it is giving you some more questions. I'll say, more please, and it will give me more questions on the similar format and similar pattern. But yeah, difficulty level, it can change. And so this is the most important part. So if you have a particular question which you think it is difficult for you, you are getting stuck at a particular point and you want to practice more, just leverage this. Ask, use AI to give you more challenging stuff so that you can improve, rather than asking, hey, solve it for this particular thing. And again, same thing for Bard also. It'll give me a little bit more. Again, choice is yours. Pick the one which you want. So this is how you can use AI going forward. And I see it as a very, very powerful tool in while educating yourself. So let's just to close this, right? I'll say be responsible when you are using technology. Relying on AI to cheat or doing your home assignments, I don't think it'll give you or it will benefit you in the long run. It is best when you are using it to help you, to make you better, and it can definitely enhance your learning experience. And the last thing, and the last comment, I'll say definitely recommend watch this TEDx video by Sal Khan. uh, it is talking about AI and how Khan Academy is using it. And, most of the tools going forward, they'll be leveraging it that way. And, you can use those tools or directly interact with ChatGPT or Bard or similar tools to get it. And the last thing, this is one of my favorite videos. This is from Steve Jobs for one of the Stanford graduation ceremony. He talked about staying hungry and staying foolish. So hungry, I take that thing as, hungry meaning you want to learn more. So this is where the AI will help you, and it can help you understand things and make you better. And staying foolish, we don't know everything, and definitely we can leverage technology to improve ourselves. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned. And if you like the video and if you like the other videos for the case studies and all, please do subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you. See you soon.